what do you like most about being a woman?
It's because I like because women is more beautiful than boy.
Oh my God. Well, you may have guessed this by now, but we do have a guest today in my video, and I am super excited because it is one of the most beautiful days of my life. 10 years back on today, on the 20th of June, I became a mother for the very first time, and I had my daughter who is turning 10 today. So I am super excited for her, and I'm super excited for myself as well, because these 10 years of my life have been so changing and so empowering, and I have learned so much and I have grown so much personally with her. So I wanted to interview her, and you will get the little interview at the end of this video. By the way, she does not even speak English, so but we made an effort to do something interesting. But in this video I would like to share with you the advice that I would give to my own younger self, and these are things, of course, I have personally for her birthday written a letter to her that I want her to keep with herself for her entire life. But these tips that I'm going to give you are the tips that I wish that I knew earlier on. All of the advice is in don't do this. So I have in total 10 of them. If you are new to this channel, I make videos on confidence, mental strength and productivity for millennial women. Let's get started. The number one advice is don't disconnect from yourself. When you are born as a child, you are such a connected and self-centered person, right? Not selfish, but self-centered. You are so deeply connected with yourself, and then the years pass on, and then time changes, and you change as a person as well with time. And then there comes a time that you start actually trying to please others so much more than you do that for your own self. You start doing things for others, you start listening to others, you start being influenced by others way more, instead of thinking about who you actually are. What is it that you are feeling? When as a child, as a baby, you did exactly that. You always listened to your own heart, and you always listened to your own hunger, and you did not care if there was anyone or not. You just listened to how you were feeling in that moment, and that is something that we lose over the years. Of course, some of these things are part of maturing, but at the same time there are other things that come up with maturing which I do not consider to be helpful at all. And one of the things is that we start disconnecting from ourselves, and we start being influenced easily by other people. I would say always take time to connect to yourself, to be deeply connected with your own feelings and emotions, and actually learn the language of your emotions, because that is very important. And if you don't do the work, you end up being easily influenced by other people, and that is a bad thing, because you end up sometimes in situations that are difficult to get out of. And all the psychological work or emotional work is a deep work. So one thing that I would say is to stay deeply connected with yourself, and if you do not know how to, then please learn, because it is always going to serve you. Number two advice that I would give is don't limit yourself. Today we are living in a world, of course, that is extremely connected, and we can see possibilities everywhere. And I don't think that ever in the past we had as many possibilities that we do have today. Seen that we are going way beyond what we would have thought of like 50 years back. This is impressive. This is an era that we should take complete advantage of, and we should not limit ourselves to either a certain location or a certain education or a certain field or whatever it is. I would say explore all the possibilities that you have. Stay open-minded, be open and receiving to whatever is out there. Get to know people, go out there, learn different things, explore your own self, and explore what it is in you that makes you feel alive, and explore all the different possibilities that you have. And don't ever limit yourself. Don't think that this is the end. There is way more out there. Number three, don't allow others to define you. Other people have their own judgment of you. Every single person is going to tell you how you are depending on the experience that they had with you. And that will vary from person to person. It is never going to be the same for every single person. So no matter what people say, no matter what they tell you, even though of course you should have the capacity to take constructive feedback from other people, don't ever think that the label that they are putting on you is true. Don't ever allow yourself to be defined by other people. And you, in your own position, wherever you are, I would say keep learning and keep improving, keep questioning yourself on what things are going well for you and what are the things that are not working out. That is a very important part of working on yourself. But I would say that if you have had a bad experience in the past, or maybe if you sometimes even growing up you have been labeled by either your schoolmates or by your teachers or by even your own family members in a certain way, and that can sometimes wound you for your entire life, right? And instead of doing that, stop it right there. Don't allow others to define you. Get up and define yourself. Define who you want to be and then work towards that, instead of passively taking whatever comes your way and allowing that to define you. Keep learning, keep growing, but define yourself, define your own identity and follow that to become the person that you want to be. And here is number 4, don't doubt yourself. So once that you have decided to become a certain person, or that you have defined this version 2.0 of you that you want to become, do not allow self-doubt to stop you from pursuing your goals, from working towards this new identity that you want to have. Self-doubt comes in many different ways, and it is all that inner talk that is within yourself that stops you, or the different triggers that you feel and stuff like that. But always work on your self-doubt. Don't allow it to stop you from taking those steps forward and making progress. Number 5, don't break anyone's heart, starting from your own one first. And I would say that again, the second part is actually very important. Yes, do not break anyone's heart, but always keep your own heart first. Of course, you should never break someone's heart, or you should never hurt someone. At the same time, when you are making different decisions, or however you are behaving in your life, always ask yourself, is this a story that is supporting me in my own progress? And if that is not, then please think about yourself first. So your heart always comes first. Keep that first in your mind. And after that, of course, do not break others' hearts as well. Number 6 is don't judge. You know, as human beings, we are conditioned to judge because that is the way we have survived for all those years. And that is part of being a human being. And yet, I would say, always be curious about other people, but do not put a tag or label on them based on their identity or on their looks or on their religion or on their background or whatever. Do not judge. You have no idea about the backstory of a person. You have no idea about the kind of environment that person has grown up in. So don't ever judge other people based on what you are able to see, whether that is on social media, whether that is on their looks, because even on social media there is just one little part of someone's life, but there is all the rest of their insecurities, their struggles, their failures, and all of the rest. And so don't ever judge people, not on social media and not in real life. I see those harsh comments on social media sometimes, you know, on the looks of people and on different things, God knows what. But one thing that I would say is to never judge someone. Number 7 is don't make others feel bad. Either you are good to someone and you make them feel good about themselves, but if you can't do that for whatever reason, and of course you don't have any obligation to do that either, stay neutral, but don't ever participate in making someone feel bad about themselves, or don't ever do that by yourself either. That is the worst thing that you can do, and you will see that everything that you put out there is at the end of the day going to come back to you. So whatever, how do you say, whatever goes around comes around. So it is going to come back to you anyway. So don't ever make someone feel bad about themselves. Number 8, don't give chances. This is a very important part of interacting with other people. When you see someone is not behaving with you in a proper manner, that person is not respecting you, once that you have made it clear to them, and despite that, if they do not respect it, don't ever give them chances. And be extremely careful to this one, because people have a tendency to push limits, and they are going to test your limits to a point that it may become difficult for you to stop them. So don't give chances. Be very clear, very firm since the very beginning, and once you see that it is not being heard and that they are not respecting your boundaries, well then goodbye, and you can't do anything more than that for them. Number 9, don't mess with others' issues. So if there are other people who have their own issues and their own stuff, you can maybe offer a listening ear, but you can't do much more than that for anyone else. I think every single person has the capacity to deal with their own situation, and of course there are the right kind of places where they can go and get help, but do not get involved in their issues so that you end up in a situation that was undesired. So do offer some help from a distance, do whatever you can from a distance, so that that person takes the initiative of working out of their situation and you are not the one paying the price for them. Number 10, don't compromise on anything. We make compromises very easily, especially as women. We say, oh no, this is fine, let's be okay with this, it should not matter that much. But the truth is that the more we compromise, the more we have to compromise for, and that is not desired at all. So don't make compromises. Ask for what you want to have, and you can have it. You can definitely have it. How do you say, like there is this saying about you can't have the cake and eat it too. Actually, I want to have the cake and eat it too. And that is absolutely possible. So don't make compromises. Ask for what you want and go to the limits to get what you want, but do not compromise on your own things, whether that is related to your life, in your situations, in your education, in your career, or whether it is related to people. Also make sure that you get exactly what it is that you want. Hello everyone, today we have a tiny little guest, and that is my beautiful daughter Kinza. Hello Kinza.
Hello.
Are you feeling stressed?
A little bit.
A little bit. Kinza is feeling a little stressed. Kinza does not speak English, and she is more fluent in French than she is in English. And today she has been very kind to do this little interview with me. And Kinza is turning 10 today. So happy birthday, Kinza.
Thank you.
Mwah. I'm so excited for her, and I'm so excited for myself, because 10 is quite an age, and I am very happy to have my daughter turning 10. So happy for her. And so in today's video, I wanted to ask Kinza a few questions about women. And since I have made this video on the kind of advice that I would give my younger self, I wanted to ask Kinza a few questions, and she is making the effort of answering my questions despite the fact that she has difficulty speaking English. But let's check that out. So I have written down my questions. The first one is, what do you like most about being a woman?
It's because women is more beautiful than
Boys, men?
Yes, boy.
Oh my god. What else do you like about being a woman? Being a girl, sorry, but she will be turning into a pretty little woman.
I like wearing beautiful dresses.
Awesome. Well, that's great. What do you like least about being a woman? Which means, what do you hate about being a woman?
You need to brush your hair. It's not.
It's painful.
Yes, it's painful, and we need to clean the house every day.
The chores at home. You have to do the work at home.
Yes.
Yes. Well, but also men do that. Hassan does that too. No?
Yes, a little.
Hassan does sometimes he does. He helps us as well. What age do you want to be and why?
I want to be 28 and 20 because it's not too big and not too small.
Yeah, so you are somewhere in between. So she wants to be 28. That's interesting. What are the biggest problems women face in the world? I don't even know if she has any idea of that.
C'est-à-dire quoi?
Quels sont les problèmes que les femmes elles vivent dans le monde?
Comment on dit les règles?
Period.
Period. It's not so good. We have mal de ventre.
Pain?
Pain, yes.
Okay. What else?
I don't know.
Okay, that's it. That's all Kinza knows. Yet, what do you want to say to other girls to empower them?
Be confident and be strong.
Okay, awesome. That's wonderful advice. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching and Kinza, say subscribe to the channel if you like it.
Subscribe to the channel if you like it.
And I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.
And number 11 is always stay true to yourself. The one thing that you will ever regret is to one day look into the mirror and see a person in front of you that you do not even recognize. And that is a very, very sad and defeating kind of feeling. I have had this and I can tell you that it is a very bad feeling because it is as if you have not been right and fair with yourself. It is as if you have not been true to yourself. So always be true to yourself. Always, every single day, keep journaling or keep asking yourself the right questions so that you do not drift away from the person that you actually are, from your own values, from things that matter to you. By being connected with yourself and being aligned with yourself and being true to yourself, you are going to inspire so many people and you are going to bring so much light into the world. That's incredible. So that is it for my 11, I guess. Yeah, that is it for my 11 pieces of advice that I would give to my younger self. I hope that you like this video. I hope that it has been helpful in some way. And if yes, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I post content on confidence, mental strength and productivity for millennial women twice a week, every Monday and Thursday. Take care and I will see you in my next video, and join my community by subscribing to my newsletter where I share videos that are exclusive to my members, to the members of my community, along with a worksheet that you can work with every single month to grow and excel as a woman, as a person. So in order to join my community, you can follow the link in the description. It is on my website and you can subscribe to my newsletter. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Until then, bye.